answer about the debt limit in NDAA. I mean, is that talk about? You don't think that's a good option? It sounds like, and you think Republicans would be opposed to.
Yeah, and I don't just think it's Republicans. Jake's questions about adding the debt limit to the NDAA, I don't think it would pass. Democrats can't pass the NDAA on their own. Even in discussions with Democrat staff, they don't think they could pass it. And so everybody looks to the fact, but let's go back on this question about the debt limit. It's another thing that we knew all along, when is it due? The Democrats have the ability of one-party rule to get this done. They have the ability to get it done in the Senate without having any Republicans to do it. And what have they done to make it happen? Here we are on Friday, and late last night, just government funding, we had to do it in the last minute to get something through. The management of this House is unbelievable in any shape and form. We knew this had to take place. And at the same time that it needs to take place, the Democrats want to add trillions of dollars. Why haven't they taken care of this? Why do they put the financial jeopardy of America on the line? I don't get it. Now they want to do some gimmick. I don't think anyone's going to abide by a gimmick. If they believe spending $5 trillion makes America stronger, they should vote for it. They have the ability to do it through reconciliation. The House would send it to the Senate. The Senate has the ability to pass it just on Democrat votes alone. The one-party rule, that's what they want. The one-party rule should deal with that. But I just don't think the NDAA is one. I think it would fail. I really do.
Mr. Leader.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. What is acceptable on the debt ceiling? We know how this gets to be political from time to time, but the issue is when we dealt with the debt ceiling in 11, there was the super committee. Of course, people can't brag about that, but there was sequestration. There were questions about having other types of cuts, small budget deals that Paul Ryan worked on. What is acceptable from Republicans if you were to enter into negotiations with the other side?
Everything you just talked about was doing a debt ceiling on a normal basis of a debt ceiling. This is different than any other course. Debt ceiling is coming before us at the same time you want to pass the largest bill in the history of America. You want to spend more money than America spent in World War II. So why do you want to raise the debt from that point? If that's what the Democrats want to do, it's their responsibility. If they did not want to do reconciliation, I think people could find a course to be able to deal with the debt ceiling and put us on a path to balance the budget.
So you're saying your side would, if they were not doing the social spending, your side would be willing to engage on some sort of...
We'd be willing to engage and discuss on anything. Doesn't mean we're going to come to an agreement, but here they are wanting to spend more money in history at one given time. They celebrate it. They all voted for it except one. I listened to them mock me on the floor that, yes, they elected this president to be FDR. And now that they have all the power and all the levers, they put America's financial economy in jeopardy because they won't even deal with the subject. If they believe in this bill, even though Loria doesn't want to talk about it, that's why you got to lift.
But not to belabor the point, I'm sorry here.
Yeah.
What I'm not understanding, I mean, do you have a plan? Again, this was what happened in 2011. There were both sides said, okay, let's have a super committee. You don't have something, you don't have some sort of a plan.
Look, I would lovely to sit down with, if you want to create a plan, you sit down with the other side. And at every instance that you talked about, Republicans sat down and worked with Democrats on, and worked with the Democrat president to actually curve the amount of spending we were doing, to make a decision to change the course of history. That's the opposite today. At no time of the history that you proposed when we talked about the debt ceiling was there a $5 trillion bill looming out there that you're going to have to raise the debt ceiling even greater for. If that is the case, the Democrats and their one-party rule want to do something different America has ever faced. Yes, ma'am.